And I think we are ready to jump into game. Hope everyone's having a good day. Had a good day of viewerships yesterday in FTL. And today we were working on, what are we even working on? Oh yeah, we got nukes started last time. We got nuclear power. I wonder how our power is doing with this nuclear power going. Let's start the stream by seeing how much power we have while I get irradiated from uranium here. Let's see. We maxed out at about 28,000 megawatts. We're hovering around using 12.7 of it. So using a little less than half. Our max possible consumption is like 2/3, 3/4 or something. So it looks like power's looking good. In one of the last Satisfactory streams, I got salty too. Did I? I was probably getting attacked by spiders. Who wouldn't get salty getting attacked by spiders, really? But we're gonna take these things, so we have nuke nobelisks to play with. I believe, yeah, we are working on the final tier of tech to unlock, and my gosh, there is a lot of busy work to get this last thing done efficiently. So we're just gonna kind of jump right in here. I think what we're working on is getting turbo motors automated. Because once those are automated, I will be able to unlock particle enrichment, which will allow me to deal with the nuclear waste we are producing from our nuclear power plant. And also kind of honestly be close to done with this playthrough. There will be more stuff we can do with probably the final tier of tech to get all that automated, and I'm sure it'll be very complicated. But I feel like we only have a couple more weeks of stuff to do in this game, unlocking wise, to be like done, to complete phase 4 and all that. But well, it might be a little longer than that because I have a feeling those final objects are all going to be really difficult to build. So let me see. What was I going to do? I was going to go put this Mercer sphere away. Check what materials I need to grab on me. And working on turbo motors, there's a lot of stuff I need to upgrade for our efficiency to stay max. So I need to figure out where we are in that process. So what do we got? I should probably grab more alclad aluminum sheets. What else should I grab? We have a decent amount of concrete rotors. I have steel ingots that I do not need. Throw those out over here. Steel ingots. Go away. Coming back some other day. Alright. So, yeah. Alclad aluminum sheets and rotors. Those are the main things I'd like to grab, I think. Okay. Rotors are here. Bam. Bam. Use most of those in making a crap ton of assemblers. We're working on, is it quick wire? I think it's quick wire that we were working on last time. Alclad aluminum sheets, where are you at? There you are. Bam, bam, bam. And let's get an extra stack of these guys. Bam and bam. Okay. So I believe we were working on quick wire. Yes, so this is going to be, I haven't been working on stuff in this game off stream anymore because basically everything I could work on it's not really busy work anymore. It's just actual crazy, ridiculous, ginormous projects we have to work on for everything. There's no small cosmetic things I can work on in the game anymore, it feels like. Alright, so where's the quick wire? The quick wire is right here. Alright, so this upgrade right here we worked on last time. So I need to figure out, it looks like I finished this part of it. I need to figure out the distribution of the quick wire. Because we are producing so much of it that we cannot move it all on one belt. So I want to clean up how we're doing this. I want to clean up how our quick wire is being distributed. So, did I set a splitter up with how to separate this out? So these are 90 per machine, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 90 times 9. 810. So that is more than this can handle. 780. So 90 times 8, 720. So we need 8 machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need a splitter after this machine right here. I need a smart splitter right after this machine. Center is any undefined. Left will be none. Right will be overflow. I set up a smart splitter here before. Did I? I feel like I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 720. Or is that right? 720. There will never be overflow back here. Because that's 720. So actually this one is right. This is, I had it right before. Because at this point, there will be overflow at this guy. And the overflow will go there. So I need to figure out how we are distributing our quick wire. Currently, we have our quick wire going how many places? At least over here, we have 1, 2. This is the overflow of it. Yeah. Have it going 3 different places. Ah, man, it's so frustrating to deal with the flow of something that is this, that you just need this much of. And like figuring out how to clean up the output of this is going to be such a pain. Because currently the main flow of this is going to there. And then there's excess going there. We want the main flow to actually go into here. Because this is our buffer chest, basically. We want everything to be flowing through here and then get split off into where it needs to go. Is there a way that I can make that happen cleaner than is currently happening? I think there is, because we have it going 2 different places right now. What I could do... is this a smart splitter? That is a smart splitter. Any undefined is going... Yeah, center's going overflow. Okay. How can I clean... How can I clean this spaghetti? Oh, trying to unwind spaghetti. It sounds like a... Sounds like a process I could never truly fix. Let me figure out where this stuff is going. Let me figure out... We have like 4 different places where QuickWire is going. I know it's going down. It's going down to circuit boards, I believe. Yeah, it's going down to here. And this guy's running at 100%, so this is getting as much as it needs, so that's good. How much is this using? We're using 200 down here. I gotta break this up in little pieces to have any chance to have any cool sort of organization here. So this is floor, what floor are we on? This is floor 2. Come on, let me move, game. This is 3rd floor. Floor 3. This is quick wire. Floor 3, quick wire. It's using 200 for those. Whoa, don't do that. Don't pull that out, please. That's using regular wire. Are we using quick wire over here? No. Okay. So we're using 200 quick wire a minute on floor 3. If I can just figure out how much is going on which floor, maybe I can actually get some semblance of organization going on here. I don't think we're using any quick wire on that floor. Okay. Alright, so floor 3 is using that much. This floor, our rotor's using quick wire. I think that might be the upgrade we're doing. Are we doing that? Are we doing an upgrade to rotors? Steeled frames. These are rotors. Okay. Are these running at 100%? I really shouldn't get distracted, but it's actually not running at 100%. Okay, I'm not gonna let that distract me right now. Frickin' screws are just like quick wire and screws, man, or wire of any type and screws are just the worst. All right, we're not using any quick wire there. Probably are using quick wire here. Stators? Yes, because I think this is one of the upgrades we're doing, stators. So, we're using quick wire on this floor. How much quick wire is on this floor? 60 times these machines. This is the upgrade I'm doing. 60 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 600 a minute on floor 7. Floor 7. 600 a minute being used on that floor. Okay, let me go check this thing at the end. Is this, what is this needing? This is actually needing the rotors, which are actually producing enough of those. We're not producing enough of AI limiters. Oh, man. I almost want to give up on all these upgrades and just plug stuff in and say it's not going to run at maximum efficiency because of how tedious this is, but I'm not going to do it. Not going to give up, not yet anyway. Quick wire. What do you need? What are you missing? You are missing nothing currently. You're using quick wire here. 105 times 2, so 205 a minute. No, 210. 210 a minute on floor. What floor are we on? This is floor 8. Floor 8. Okay. Alright, floor 8. Any quick wire being used on this floor? No quick wire there. Motors there. Smart plating, rubber. Okay, no quick wire there. I think there is quick wire on the next floor or the following floor up. Quick wire. This is, I think, dedicated quick wire. This was like the other, this is like a separate quick wire thing I have going. This is 90 per minute times 3. 90 per minute times 3 is 270. This is floor, was this floor 10? This is floor 10. Yes. You're playing a game where you have to have a spreadsheet to play the game, then you're doing it right if it's Factorio or these type of games, I guess. Alright, hey, these guys need quick wire. AI limiters. Okay, none of these are using quick wire. Okay, I think that might be all the quick wire we're using. Let me check one last thing here. Is this using quick wire? No. And are you running at 100%? Cool. That's good to know. And no quick wire over here. Aluminum and or heat sinks and other stuff. Okay, alright. Alright, so I think that's all the floors we're using quick wire. Let's go back to the quick wire floor and see if these numbers add up and see if I can figure out how to distribute it better. Okay, so the numbers that I marked down were 270 plus 210 plus 600 plus 200. 1280. Okay, well my consuming is correct. So that number is right. We are only using, going down, we're only using 200 a minute. So 200 a minute is this guy right here going down. Only 200 a minute, and that is coming from like, what is this coming from? Coming from this guy, which is 90 a minute, plus the overflow of the rest of it. Is that enough? I feel like what I should do is, man, I don't know how to... They're going to 4 different places. I don't know how to do this better. I feel like this might actually be working. Because the place where most of it needs to go is this right here. Pretty sure this is the one going where I need it to go. So I think I might say that that is quick wire done. The flow is not pretty, but I think it's actually getting to where it needs to go. So I believe that is a stator upgrade. That looks good. Let me go see how much quick wire the stators themselves need, because I might need I already checked it. 600 a minute. So as long as we have a full Mark III belt, Mark V belt, it actually should be enough. Is that correct? Actually, it might not be correct, because I think I might need to make more than I'm currently making. Let me expand this, and we'll see. We need to use up the quick wire for us to find out if what I just said was true or not. Okay, so this is the right side. 1, 2. There. Okay, quick wire. We get splitters. This. 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 And this. Steel pipes. I can't remember if I already did a steel pipe upgrade or not, actually. Can't keep track of what I have and haven't completed, because there's just it's too much. Too much stuff. Splitter there. Splitter there. And splitter there. Okay. This will start using up more of the quick wire. Let's go ahead and get this powered. Actually, no, I didn't need to do that. We just pull it down from over here. This guy goes between these two guys. Bam. Bam. Then we'll get the output set up. And bam and bam. There we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2. And this go all the way down to there, and then mergers. Merger. And merger. This. 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 Alright, let's see. I have a feeling I have not upgraded my steel pipe production for this. I think I did quick wire first. So, are we getting enough quick wire quickly enough is the question. This is 600 quick wire a minute. Let me make sure all of my belts are upgraded all the way back to where it's incoming. Right here. Let me check that the quick wire belts are all upgraded. Where are you? Quick wire belt. Quick wire belt right there. Okay. Quick wire belt. That one's upgraded. Quick wire, where are you at? That's a quick wire belt, but that's not the one. I think it's this guy right here. Okay, I think my quick wire belt is upgraded. Let's see if this is flowing well. These guys over here are actually backed up. But this is running at full capacity, which is 700 something a minute. Is there a splitter off of this guy? There should not be a splitter off of this guy, because this is applying to the 600 a minute. I think the way this is supplying is maybe enough. Maybe. Let's see, we're producing 90 a minute times, how many was this? This was 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 900 a minute plus whatever that is over there. $900, and you're doing 60 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 300 plus 900. We are producing 1,200, which is actually slightly under what we need, I think. Yeah. Currently producing 1,200 a minute. Problem is it's in 2 separate places, because that one over there is dedicated to a floor on its own. This guy needs a little bit more. I don't think I can break my brain on this anymore. I just don't think I can. I think I'm gonna have to just get this as close as possible. Let me check the steel pipes. Did I get the steel pipes upgraded? I'm trying to remember if I upgraded steel pipes for this last time. I actually feel like I did. 600 a minute steel pipes. I feel like I did upgrade steel last time. Feel like I did. Let's go to the floor with, what was all this for? It was all for rotors. Rotors were, which floor? Next floor up? Yeah. I upgraded those numbers. How are you looking? The end of the row. The end of the row, are you running at 100%? That's the question. 84%. You're close. Close to 100%. And it's because of distribution of, well, I actually need to make a little bit more quick wire, but I'm going to just say 84% is good enough for government work, because I have other upgrades I'm going to need to do for this. What I can do is I can throw some of this excess that I just got on me in here. Okay, so that was rotors for an upgrade for something. Let me go back to the top floor of the thing we're actually building, turbo motors. I feel like this was an upgrade for actual motors, but I honestly can't remember. Let me go up to, I should have taken my elevator. What's up, Stellar Cygnus? How are you doing? Hope your brain is not already broken like mine is. My day just started. My brain already broken. Alright, so what did I get the rotors for? I'm pretty sure I needed a motor upgrade. So I think the stators were for the motors. Stators were for the motors, because we need an extra, I think I wrote this down last time. Motors. Motors 15 a minute, 7.5 times 2, yes. So an extra those. Okay, so it's working on motor upgrade. Let me go look at the motors themselves. Did I change the numbers on the motors? Consuming 23, producing 25. I'm pretty sure I didn't work on the motors. I only did the rotor, the stators, because I knew I needed a stator upgrade for the motors, which is right here. And we are currently, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 a minute. Oh, okay, I did build these. Okay, I did build these. So this is correct, actually. This is actually correct. I haven't done where they're going out to, but I did set this up correctly. And our rotors and stators backed up. They are, because I did the stator upgrade. So let's go ahead and plug these in, now that I've done the stator upgrade. This is slowed down by something. What is this slowed down by? Is there a slow belt in here somewhere? Yes, there is. Okay. Splitter. I swear sometimes inside these splitters or mergers are just some weird random thing that happens like that. Okay, throw this in there. I have a feeling I still have a distribution issue though. Why are any getting through here? Why are you backed up? Oh my god, you stupid thing. Let me just change this belt out completely. It's different sections, and I think that's messing this up. This. Yeah, it's like 4 different belt sections here. This to this. Splitter. There. Splitter. There. Okay. Alright, things are coming through. Are some getting through? Some are getting through. Okay. I feel like this is not going to be running at 100%. I'm pretty sure my stators themselves, or rotors themselves, are not at 100%. So, you're doing well. You just finished running some errands. Nice. What's up, Zombie Shop? Finished running errands. Very nice. Although, running errands is not usually that fun. But, you know, you're getting stuff done. It's great. I should speed up this belt all along the output there. That. Okay. And then I'm going to be pulling motors off of here to go up somewhere. Let's figure that part out next. So we're going to say motors are done, even though this, things are not going to be running at 100% efficiency. They just aren't. My factory is too many pieces. It's too convoluted. It's too hard. Life is hard. All right, so motors are gonna come from somewhere down here. Let's see. I can go from either here, here. Is that right? No. It's from here, 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 or here. Or even here. Alright, so we're going to bring down through here. So it looks like any of these would be a good spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any of those would work. I'm going to get rid of that guy right there. Okay, it looks like that one would work, and this one would work. These two would not work. Although I could make them work if I need to, but one of those two is best. And we're going down to where the motors are. So it looks like this one's good, this one is not good. Okay, so this is looking like the one. Let's see, where are the motors? Well, it's looking like the one until we get to this level, so I'm going to have to bring this around from either here or here. Do that so I know where it's going. It's going there from one of these guys over here. Where is it? It is right there, so it's best if it's that guy to this guy. Where's is this motors? This is motors. Here we go. So we split off and we go up to there. Alright, so I need a splitter off of the motors up here. So we upgrade this guy, and we split off of this guy to... Ooh, this actually might work decently well right here. It's gonna be a little awkward. Let's see if this will work. Is this gonna work? Splitter. Does that work? I think that works. I believe that works. Let's see if motors go up onto this thing. So this guy needs to go over to this guy. There. I see motors. Beautiful. Beautimus. Okay. And I think we can go straight up for most of the thing here. There. Motors. And motors. There. Okay. Motors over here. There. All right, and that is motors for this guy. Beautiful. This direction. Go here. 2, 1, 2. This guy will be on the ground floor, so this will be 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. There to there. Get a splitter. Right. There. Alright, one of 4 things. Okay, and I need 90 rubber, and again, I have a feeling I'm not gonna upgrade these things. I'm gonna... Oh, jeez. 90 rubber. I need to see how much rubber a minute... Let me go check how much rubber a minute we're producing. Because if I add 90 more a minute that we'll be using, I have a feeling that's going to exceed the amount we're producing. I need to go grab fuel from over here anyway. I'm about to make a satisfactory pun of my own. Things are so complicated in this game. I do not have a satisfactory amount of production for stuff, and I cannot keep track of it. So there we go. Made my own satisfactory pun. Not even real Rand, making puns for myself. Alright, so how much rubber are we making a minute in this place? Have I been keeping track of it? I mean, if these numbers are right, which I don't think they are, then if I add 90 to this, I should still be okay. 416.25 plus 90, 506.25. I feel like these numbers aren't right, but I'm going to put that, because I need to go check over here. I feel like I saw last time that my rubber supplying to my plastic supplying to my rubber was not working. Okay, this one is working. I see things backed up. Where's the output of this? Yeah, that's like splitting off and then going to... Yeah, there's the output of rubber. And we're bringing more over here from across. But up on a higher floor, my recycled rubber and recycled plastic was actually not working. So I'm gonna go check that. What is all this doing again? Is this fuel? This is fuel for something. We're definitely using the rubber. Yeah, these numbers are definitely not right, I don't think. Because if these numbers are right, I would have a surplus of rubber in here. Let me go check. I think it's the rubber, recycled rubber on upper floors that's messing up. So I have rubber coming from up top over here. Do I have rubber on this top floor? I don't think so. There was a floor where my rubber was backed up. Where was it? Check this floor. So over here is this. Yes, recycled plastic, recycled rubber, and this is running at half, which is not what it should be doing. These things are not distributing the rubber and plastic correctly. This recycled rubber is not getting the plastic. It's getting the fuel, but not the plastic. And I don't know why that's happening. What's your source of plastic? Should be half and half splitting here, right? Yeah, this is a splitter. That should split this perfectly in half. It's doing that. I wonder if something happened with the fuel, and once the fuel got stopped. Wow, that shouldn't happen. This is so confusing. The way recycled rubber and recycled plastic works is it takes 30 plastic plus fuel and it gives you 60 rubber. We use half of this to send back into the system. Here. I should see rubber going on here. It should go around to supply the plastic. Let me make sure I didn't miss an output on one of these guys. Maybe I missed an output on one of these guys. So one of them's not producing or something. Checking these little in-between guys. It looks like they all have their stuff. Okay, well, maybe I can jumpstart this by doing something like this. Throw rubber into each of these guys and plastic into each of these guys. Jumpstart these guys that aren't working. It's the only other thing I can think to do is kind of jumpstart them myself. And we can then see if it's a fuel problem. Okay. Slowly jump starting these guys with the fuel and plastic we have. I jump started you. You're full. That's a good sign. You're full. You're good. Okay, it's only the second half of these that weren't getting enough. Why is that? Cat is lying on KB. Can't type, but you're well. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm glad you're doing well. Is it a belting issue? I don't think it should be a belting issue. I should see this getting all the way down some. And autosave. Okay, I jump started this and it ran out again, it seems. 2. Okay, this guy's good. Let me look at the fuel thing. Is this just completely full? The fuel's completely full, so that's good. Let me keep an eye on these guys for just a little bit. And see if any of them turn yellow. And immediately check if it's a fuel or a plastic or rubber supply thing. I see half of those going back, half of those going back, which should be... Let me do the math on this. This is producing 60 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 60 times 7. 60 times 7. 420. This is needing 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 30 times 7. 420. 30 times 7. 210. So 210. 210 is half of 420. So that half should be enough to keep the other half running. Same thing over here. So like you, did you just run out of plastic? You did. Why? Why are you not getting enough? I'm so confused why we're not getting enough over here. so confused. Feels like it's a distribution issue, and I don't understand how that could be a thing. It is, like if I go further down the line, they're full over here. Where are they full? You're full here, so you're staying full, and you're staying full, but you are not staying full. KB means keyboard. Ah, okay. Cat on your keyboard, gotcha. This should be slowly getting enough. I mean, it's exact. I guess the reason is because it's exactly balanced. Maybe it's because it's exactly balanced. Maybe I need to slightly under. It is exactly balanced. So if it gets just even slightly behind, it's like a cascading effect. I don't know if overclocking anything would help. I feel like that would not help. I feel like what I need to do is get a whole bunch of plastic and rubber and just fill every single one of these to the brim. Exactly balanced with buffers cause it to be behind. I don't have any buffers though. But there is travel time from my belts. The only thing I can think of is that the belts don't move fast enough to supply how quickly they produce. The machine is a buffer since it's storing 200 pieces. You can't do it just in time. You can't do just in time production if the amount you need is actually higher. Can't do just in time production if the amount you need is actually higher. I don't know what that means, but I feel like what I could do is if instead of doing a splitter here where it's exactly half and half, I do a smart splitter, which prioritizes filling this up before letting it go out. That's actually probably the fix. Because I think I need these to always be full for this to be running all the time. So I think the answer is actually changing these splitters out to a smart splitter. Eventually that will keep these all filled up and will get the effect that I want, which is that half will be going out. But I think we actually need to prioritize it, that we're always keeping these things full at all times. So that's going to slow down. That'll slow down my production of plastic and rubber for a bit, but I think that would fix my issue. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Which I don't like, but I think that's the correct play. Smart splitter solve it because your consumption is more like 270 instead of 210 with the machines buffering 200. You're saying it correctly, but using real world terms. Okay, let's do that. Let's do smart splitters here. Smart splitter. We do right is any undefined, center is overflow, left is none. There we go. And then we do the same thing over here. This left is any undefined, center is overflow, right is none. There. That, I believe, will fix our problem. And in order to jumpstart this, why is none going to the left? Left is any undefined because the damn belts. There's a single belt. Makes splitters work stupidly. Oops. now nothing's getting through here. God damn it, I hate these belts sometimes. I don't know why it does this crap. Square splitters are so stupid in this game sometimes. There, now it's working. Left any undefined. Center, overflow, right, none. There. Now everything should flow there until it's backed up. Now I need to refill these guys because I messed up their supply. Fill any that are yellow. These guys are yellow. You need plastic. Alright, this should fix the problem with this. I should see no rubber getting out until it's completely backed up over here. Backed up on this belt. And this belt. Okay. I'm gonna watch this just for a little bit longer to make sure there's no more yellow guys here. We should all be filling up now. I think we fixed it. This is looking much better. Yeah, these guys are all filling up. That's what I want to see. That is exactly what I want to see. So I should actually start seeing some of this rubber. No, some of the plastic start backing up soon. No, rubber. I should start seeing this rubber, yes, back up on this belt soon. Which it is slowly doing, I think. Starting to slowly back up there. There we go. That is what I want to see. That is exactly what I want to see. Rubber backing up to there. And I should soon start to see overflow. Perfect. Alright, same with plastic, although plastic's further behind because I just don't have as much on me to fill up all these guys. But as these all fill up, that's 200. Okay, we fixed this problem. As this fills up, then the plastic will back up and we'll have actual plastic be made. Okay. That fixes that. Now the only reason this could mess up was if we'd run out of fuel. If fuel gets backed up or messed up somehow. So hopefully Pastor Ann did the piping and all that right. I'm just hoping that that's all correct. Yes, GG cookie time. I'm not cookie timing because I feel like there's too much stuff that's still probably not right, but it's fine. I'm hoping that these rubber numbers, 600 a minute, I honestly feel like I need to be producing more rubber, although this looks like we got a pretty good amount of rubber coming out of here, actually. Okay, that rubber actually is looking really good. So, I did all that so I could split off more rubber, because I have 90 more rubber a minute I'm about to be grabbing, so... Yes. Oh, wow, it's even backed up a little bit. That's something good to see. Alright, so I need to go... I need to figure out where I want to bring this rubber up to. Let me get this so I can just elevator myself up along with these pipes, because I know there's power lines along the pipes. Trust in the past, Rand. I don't know if I can, man. He's done me wrong too many times. Alright, up here. So I want to bring rubber along the second level here, so that would be Middle here. 1, 2. That would be here. So this is rubber where we're bringing it right here, right in the middle. This will be the rubber. About right there. Can I bring it straight up this way? It looks like it'll be a little easier if I come from the side. Try something in the middle, so let's do something from the side here. So that would be from here and there. And we bring this down. This guy down, and this is going to be rubber. And that middle one was rubber already. Okay. And that's backed up. I like to see that. Backed up means we are producing enough for that. Creatures have been bugged on your save. They no longer spawn. You're waiting until they update again to see if it fixed things. I'm not too worried about creatures. Creatures are more annoying than they are anything else. So I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, so this is rubber. I'm gonna need a splitter I can have access to. These guys are kind of all funky. I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna have this go from the side and pull off from over around like here. This is all spaghetti. I was trying to be less spaghetti this playthrough, but it's just not even close to being any better than other games I've played that could have been spaghetti. Okay, so that's there. 1, 2. Is that straight? Just embrace the spaghetti. Alright, there we go. So there's a rubber. And I have it on a regular splitter and not a smart splitter, so that things are just split evenly, which is better. And that'll back up. Alright. So that is motors, which is probably not 100%. Rubber, which might be enough. There's 2 more items we need for this, and I have a feeling if I wanted to actually do full upgrades for this, I'd have to do so much work that I'm probably not going to do it all, because it's just so much. There's such a mess in my factory. It looks like it's trying to be clean, but it's just not. It's just not. It's not ever as clean as I ever want it to be. What's up, Runs from Robots? How you doing? For the future, did I know that you can conveyor belt go down indefinitely if you use conveyor flow or holes? Yeah, Vega or somebody's told me that. What's up, Vega? But then I'd have to put a floor to put the hole in, and I just... I'm not as organized as other people. I'll just say that. I'm not as organized as other people. Okay, let me actually power these guys. I have been told I'm probably never going to actually make use of that. And just so the items we do have will go in there and start storing. Motors, oh, I need a splitter for the rubber. Glad I did that to realize that I haven't done that yet. That. And that. This for future ran spaghetti proofing? Yeah, I guess so. It just, even talking about it makes me go, I'm probably just gonna spaghetti it. Saying the next factor will be less spaghetti is like a New Year's resolution for playing more sports or losing weight. You like do it for a little bit and then you just be like, that's so much work. It's so hard. Alright, radio control units. 7.5 a minute. Let's go look at those guys. Did I already figure out if I'm making enough of those or not? I'm consuming. Yeah, this is another one of those things where I'm producing exactly as many as I'm consuming. So if I want to actually make my factory more efficient, I need to double my radio CU production, which means a trickle down of, I think crystal oscillators are used from that, and a bunch of other stuff. This is why I'm like, oh god, like look at this. Even more rubber, crystal oscillators, I'd have to do the circuit boards, the aluminum casings. Oh man. These builds are so insane. They are just so insane. I could like just go through and start like overclocking everything, but then who knows if I have enough raw materials for all that. Because just getting this build was complicated, and if I want to do this, I'd have to increase my circuit board, aluminum casings, all that stuff again. Are radio control units backed up at all? Nope. No, they are not. Oh, that's why you're doing modular builds that mass produce and ship to other modular builds. I have the power available to OC it all, but yeah, my RAWs will be a problem. 5 oil, thanks for 52 months, man. What kind of concert only costs 45 cents? A 50-cent concert featuring Nickelback. Wow. Well played, sir. Well played. I feel like I need to do some sort of modular build, but how would I even go about doing that for all this? Instead of cramming it in a mega factory? I mean, how does doing a modular build solve the problem of, okay, I need turbo motors, which needs these 4 other ridiculous things? How does it solve that problem? Because anytime you need to build more circuit boards for that thing, what do? You start a new circuit board producer? Because that sounds like it comes up with its own issues. That sounds like it comes up with some other issues. Like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to conceptualize in my brain how I would do this. Is there an alternate radio control unit build I can do? I don't think there's any crazy good alternate one. What is it? Oh. Radio control units. I have 3 different recipes. I chose to do this one, so I didn't have to use computers or cooling these guys. High-speed connectors. Like, there's just no good answer for how to do this, so I could just split my radio CUs, which would then slow down some other production, but I think I'm just, I don't know. You have a facility that mass produces each item and stores and ships it. The other facility will take in as much as you want to produce. Just make the modular builds as big as you need them to be. You have a facility that mass produces each item and stores and ships that item. The other facility will take in as much as you want to produce. You make the modular build as big as you need them to be. So basically it sounds like for each item you have a mini factory for that item. Yeah, that does sound kind of nice. I feel like the issue with that build would be, how do you get the raw materials to them? Do you have a bunch of mini factories like right next to each other and have raw materials just going into all those little mini factories? So, I mean, that's kind of what I have, is I have one big factory where each floor is its own modular factory for 3 different items. But the issue is that I have the outputs of those, each floor, trying to feed the rest of the factory. You're using a massive train network for yours. Whew. We are so close to the end right now, too. We're so close to the end. That also reduces lag in the world. Interesting. Alright, I don't like this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just split off the last 2 items I need and use splitters. Which is gonna have the production time of my other stuff. But I just can't think of a better way to do it. I'm gonna stumble to the finish line is what I'm gonna do. So I need to grab radio control units off of, is that here? Yeah, radio control units there. So I'm gonna do a split off of radio control units off of this and bring them up to the floor. I need them. I just want to make sure I'm seeing radio control units here. That's what this should be. Yeah, okay, there's radio control units. Okay. This. No smart splitter, just an actual splitter. Oh god, is that really not going to work? That's really not going to work, is it? Okay, let's do it this way. We'll go in the middle here. Splitter. There. There. And this is not the way I want to do this. But I can't think of a way to do the upgrades that's not going to take 8 more streams to fix and upgrade everything and figure out routing of resources in the factory. I think if I do another playthrough of this at some point, I do need to change that. I just need to do a completely... I need to do a modular factory. That just sounds better. Which one is it? It's going up to here. Okay. Modular does seem like the way to go. So that would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You show up to see Pie Boy putting 50 Cent Nickelback in the same sentence. This is blasphemy of the highest degree. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nickelback are great. Deal with it, nerds. Nickelback sucks. Look at this photograph. Every time it doesn't make me laugh. That's Nickelback, man. I cannot. I know their songs because they were played on the radio so much in the 90s, but I would never say anything positive about Nickelback. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jumpstart this by throwing them in myself. Since I have them, might as well do that. You have a facility that takes in raw or redistributes them to the appropriate factories, and you have many train lines that pick up the raw constantly from multiple source nodes. Honestly, it's about how much effort you want to take in your build. If you have nodes nearby a factory, you can tap those as well. Never heard Nickelback? What type of music did he make? Yeah, it's rock. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. If you look up that lyrics, you can find that song. And he sounds like he's constipated when he's singing. Because that's what a lot of rock bands sound like. Okay, I need to make sure at least I'm seeing some RCUs coming through here. But radio control units are made very slowly, and we're splitting in half. I think we're doing 9 a minute. So 4.5 a minute. Split in half. This is going to be so slow. Come on. There should be some... I should at least see some coming up here. God, they're just so slow. They're just so slow. Come on. Come on. Unless the splitter I did is not working. I'm just probably not patient enough. Let me go check. Should be coming off of here. I want to make sure that something goes up there. God, radio control units are so slow. They all pass through there. I didn't do a smart splitter, did I? No. Did I just miss it? I swear I did not see any come through here. Nickelback's like the plague, you hate it? Yeah, I am not a fan. How am I seeing none come through here? Is this not connected? I swear something's happening here. I'm seeing them go through and nothing come out this way. Okay, something's wrong here. Splitter's not working. Splitter is just not splitting. Did I do a merger? That should work, right? Let me try. I'm just... There we go. It worked that time. I don't know why I wasn't working before. Probably a stupid belt issue. Okay, and the last thing I think is cooling systems. And you know what? I might as well say that I'm consuming how much more I'm consuming, so I know that I'm not producing enough. RCU 7.5. So 9 plus 7.5 is 16.5. We are consuming almost twice as many as we're producing, but I just can't be bothered to do that. Maybe after I get them started, I'll change it, but cooling units, 15 a minute. Cooling units won't actually be as bad because I overproduced by a little bit. But 9 plus cooling units, 15 is 24. So we consuming 24. All right, where are the cooling units? Those are the supercomputers. The cooling units. Oh, but my cooling units are semi-backed up, so that's not as bad. So what I want to do is I want to split off of this guy and go up. I'm just going to keep stealing from my other builds, basically. This. Splitter. This. This. Does that work? That works. Okay. Basically, right at the end, these builds are getting so complex that I don't want to spend the 5 streams it would take to upgrade all the prerequisites for this thing for it to actually not be take me a year to finish this last build. Yeah, I could. That's what I was thinking about. Is I could maybe overclock some things. Which might be what I end up doing. Maybe I'll overclock some things as like a stopgap. The problem with that is I don't know if I have enough raw resources to support me doing that either, but that might be the best answer for me not having to just do ginormous build upgrades for everything. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There. There. And the splitter is there. You listen to a very vast array of music and don't limit yourself to stigmata. Stigma of other people. Stigmata is something entirely different. Yes, that is something to do with like Virgin Mary bleeding or something. Stigmata is a religious or something thing. Merger this. All right, I'm gonna GG cookie time, even though I don't feel very good about this build. GG cookie time. The build is done, and it's definitely running at like 3% or something. GG cookie time. Let's set up the output for this. And then I might go back through and like overclock some things and just hope that helps. Alright, overflow. 1, 2. 1, 2. There. Your favorite artist of all time is probably always going to be Tom Petty. Nice. So this will make things for a little bit. I'm going to jumpstart this again by doing that. And this. This will let this run for 100% for a little while until it runs out of what I'm jumpstarting it with. You don't want your hands being like Christ when his palms are pierced. It's bad for your skin. Okay. Alright. Okay. That sounds wrong on so many different levels, but you know what? It's also too close to religion. Of course, I am also, you know, singing at church every week because of my job, but even then I'm like, this makes me feel uncomfortable sometimes. Okay, this. And that's why we don't talk about religion. Because I don't want to say good or bad things about anything that's going to piss somebody off, because everybody gets so... Religion is such a contentious subject, like so many subjects out there. What's up, SCP teacher? How you doing? How many GG cookie times would be spam? I don't know. I have not done the math on that. Rational people can talk theology, almost no one can talk religion. Yeah. Never get a case of the stigmata then. Okay, alright, great. Alright, so let's see where this is gonna go. We're gonna get a storage place for this. And I only need 100 of these, and we unlock particle enrichment, which is probably even more stuff that's more complicated than the things I'm making. I almost wonder if I want to try to do some sort of modular thing for these last couple of items. I don't know if I can swap over to a modular build though this late. I just don't know that that would work. I feel like that just wouldn't work. So I can put a smart splitter right there. There, and I can have center is any undefined, right will be overflow, left will be none. I'm gonna bring this from somewhere. Probably. I think I can actually fit it underneath this guy. Yes, if I have it somewhere like, where's that guy? Somewhere about like right there. 3, 4. Oh, that's as high as that's gonna go? What? Seriously? Why can't that go higher? Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be lined up perfectly, right? That is correct. Okay. And then I'd want to line this up so it comes kind of right in the middle on top of this supercomputer thing. So it's not going to be lined up perfectly. I'm going to have it go actually... One, two, right there. So that should be a nice even curve. And then we bring it, so it's right in the middle, and I just bring this across at about, what height do I want this at? I want this above this guy, so it looks like that would be about that height good? I think that will just go over that. So that's... Let's go one more to be safe. So 7 high. 7 high in the middle of this square thing here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About, or I'm just kind of guesstimating. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're returning to work. Teacher starting Thursday. Gonna miss these early streams. Well, that sucks that you gotta go back to work, but I'm glad you've been able to hang out. As usual, all the streams will be over on the YouTube, so you'll be able to catch up with them anyway. But I know some people really prefer live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll miss having you, that's for sure. I will. I don't speak for everybody, but I will miss having you. Alright, so right about, where is it? It's in the middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see how this works out. You know what? We're going to go one higher so we don't have too much overlap with this right here. So that guy... Oh my gosh. I really do need to learn to put power lines everywhere so I can use my other thing. I'll be removing all these conveyor poles. So it looks a little funky here, but a little less funky once I remove all these poles. And these are not all lined up. Like, I feel like as messy as this is actually less messy than other builds I've done in other playthroughs of this. But thankfully I uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, we had a strange complaint at your work today. This one was really random. A customer complained, got quite angry that they did not pay enough for their food plus drink. Your food is too cheap, and I'm mad. That is a really weird thing to angry about. Ways to tell from the UK. You're from the UK. People complain about not paying enough. That's right. There. Okay, there's those. Let me go remove all these other guys. Complaining they're not paying enough. It's organized chaos. Organized is a strong word. I feel like you might be a little too generous to say this is organized. It's chaos. I think it's just plain straight up chaos. I don't know if you can say much about this being organized, honestly. I kind of know what it's doing, and I still think it's a mess. They brought a meal that comes with a free drink, and the system automatically gives the best deal available, and they got upset. Why would they get upset about that? You're supposed to be like, yeah, free drink, or yeah, free, cheap drink. They just have so much money that if they underpay, they feel like they're not getting their values worth or something. I don't understand. Maybe they were listening to Nickelback and they got angry. That's right. Probably what it was. Alright, there we go. We got turbo motors. I need 100 of these guys and we unlock our final thing. So it's going to take a while because, again, all of our stuff is not maxed out correctly. Let me go see if I can just overclock some things. So RCUs need... Let's overclock RCUs to start. Because those are the things that are going to slow us down the most. Let me go see if I can overclock that. Radio control units are 11th floor. Rude. Hey, you talk crap about me being an elf all the time. That is also rude. So we're just rude all over the place in this stream, I guess. Do I have the snails? I have 100 power things on me, so I'm not hurting for the I have a full stack of power shards. I actually just threw some in randomly to another place at one point. Yeah, radio control units. Where are the radio control units? They're the next floor down. 11th floor. Okay, this guy. Radio control units. I have a feeling everything else is not going to be able to keep up with this. Circuit boards, crystal oscillators are the main things. You gave me an office in your Minecraft town hall? Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that's circuit boards and crystal oscillators. Crystal oscillators. I'm pretty sure my AI limiters are also not enough for this build. It's gonna go like full upgrade on all these guys. Alright, so there's that. So AI limiters. AI limiters, circuit boards. This is gonna mess up all of my numbers. All this hard work I've done. Mess up all my numbers, but we're just, I see the end. I see the end. And I also see that my organization is not good enough. I'm actually going to go buff these guys too because of what I just did with crystal oscillators. I see the finish line, and so I'm cheating to get over the finish line. It's only temporary. You can return them normal after I get 100. It's true, I could. I probably won't remember all the things I'm buffing, though, honestly. Probably will not remember. It's temporary. It's temporary, right? Circuit boards and AI limiters. I want to do both of those upgraded. Not those guys. These guys. These guys just aren't getting enough quick wire. You know what I can also maybe help to do that is maybe upgrade the belts some. But this just again like quick short-term solutions that my infrastructure can't actually support. Wow, look at all these AI limiter things. Oh no, these are the circuit board guys. Okay, what I'm gonna do is do one in each of these guys. One. Since my factory was not designed for all this, things are just gonna start like there's probably a lot of things that have backed up in my factory, so hopefully with things having been backed up with the way it's been designed, some of these will actually be able to run decently with these overclocking adjustments I'm making. But it's not, this is definitely not sustainable. Just like temporary factories that never seem to be temporary. Yeah. Nothing. Everything is temporary in this factory. Everything and nothing. Let's see. Oh yeah, overclocking is like what you do to your computer to make it run faster. You can overclock it. It's not designed to do that, but it can do it. And if you do it long term, you could damage it. Like what we're doing is not going to damage anything, but it will not in the long term run at peak efficiency. That's for sure. Upgrade some belts here to see if that will help. You can see my quick wire is not even enough for the current stuff that's being requested right now. Although my quick wire is actually backed up here too. Oh, it's not. We're not getting enough copper. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with what I'm doing. Now I'm not getting enough copper. So I need to go out and get copper to be mining more. So there's so many things I need to upgrade for all this, but you can use turbo fuel on jetpack. Can you actually do that? I thought you could only use regular fuel on your jetpack. Let's go see if I have 100 of these things to unlock particle accelerator or particle enrichment. We're probably getting decently close. Yeah, I don't think you can use turbo fuel on your jetpack, actually. You were just joking. You have no idea. Alright, we're halfway there. Let me go check. I have a feeling my train delivery of copper is now... Well, we have copper backed up here, so something's not using enough copper and something else is using up. Probably all the copper coming from my train is... That's where most of my copper is coming from. Well, we have copper in here, but we probably just got a shipment. We're just running right through it. Yeah, I feel like what you're talking about, Stellaris, trying to do like a modular build. If I do another playthrough of Satisfactory sometime in the future, I feel like I'd want to do that. I feel like I'd want to do modular factories for each item. How would you set that up? I feel like I'd want to have one centralized train station that's all about raw materials, kind of like this but longer, that delivers the raw materials to the different factories. And then what would you do for output? You're doing trains for the output. What's crazy about that is you have to get so far into the game just to have access to trains. So you have to be able to plan really well in advance for that. You never made turbo fuel. I'm making it for, I think, to turn into turbo ammo or something. And that's all I'm using it for. Like, yeah, we're not using all the copper from this, but this guy, we're using crap tons of copper for stuff. Oh man, and we run out occasionally here. Do I want to balance this someplace by having overflow go over there? I guess I am going to do that. This is just another spaghetti thing to be a stopgap. So this is center is any undefined, left is none. Right, there's overflow. Just add more spaghetti to my not amazing build. This kind of evens out these things a bit. You personally don't like doing anything a long station. It takes a lot more logistics to do that, yeah. You don't make a long station, you make a massive train hub with multiple cross sections and stops for multiple trains. Now that sounds cool, and it also sounds like something I'd have to learn how to do. Maybe what I can do is... Maybe I can play with trains while I'm just waiting for stuff to be built. Like figuring out how what you just described. A massive train hub with multiple cross sections and stops for multiple trains. I would like to see how to make that work. Let me get a bunch of concrete and steel. Whatever I need for train stations. And I want to play with train stations to figure out, since we're kind of just waiting for stuff and everything's running not efficiently, let's just play with some trains here. limiters. I am almost out of them because I made so many smart splitters. Are they here? They're here. Let's play with trains. I definitely need some concrete for making a floor. You once sent me how you'd lay out a large train station. I'll be honest, I don't remember, because I get sent a lot of things. I don't remember what you sent me. If you have that link, you can send it again. Hey, thanks for the gift of subs, Zombie Shop. Appreciate that. It takes a lot of logistics. It's so satisfying when you get it right. Alright, so I would want a big open area to kind of be like a little, not a little, but a big, kind of testing ground to see how you would set up a train station with multiple stops. So let's just make a ginormous foundation here. And this is just to play with something that I don't know if I'll use this playthrough, but might be like a good example test for another playthrough we might do at some point. Because I don't even know how to get multiple different trains to merge. You use signals, okay. Alright, so let's say the main drop-off point, which would be just a station, train station, would be like right here. This would be the main drop-off point. That would then go out somewhere. Go out somewhere, say that direction. So there would be a bunch of other stations behind this, but or a bunch of like drop-off things behind this, but for now I'm just gonna have it be that so I can figure out with signals oh, and you continued your sub still, Lars. Appreciate that. So I've seen things where you have multiple. You have like I've seen train stations with multiple things in like Factorio and stuff before. You put the stations side by side. You have multiple stations? I thought you'd have one station and have them wait to go into that station to deliver. I feel like I need a picture or something to visualize how this would work. Let me go to like just here, Satisfactory train station design. Like, can I just look at something to get an idea? See what this looks like. Satisfactory way of building. Wow, even a pun in this guy. Okay, wow, this is a lot of drawing. I just want to see a picture. Okay. So like this guy right here, interesting. Heat sinks. So he's got a train for each item. So this is multiple stations side by side. Is this kind of what you're doing, Stellaris Cygnus, where you have each item delivered? Interesting, interesting. So stations side by side. Let's see what that looks like. So you put another station right next to this guy. can I do a control thing? Yes, I can. Okay. Here's much larger, has multiple stops in a single line and side by side. Multiple stops in a single line and side by side. Okay. So, like, say this guy was, I don't know, iron plates. And this guy was, rotors or something. Okay, and so we'd have... would I have... I would have probably one... Each train... You'd want one long rail that these guys go on, and then they pull up to their different station to unload, right? Station storage, station storage, station storage, etc. Much larger, has multiple stops, a single line, side by side. You mean freight. So do you mean station freight platform? Station freight platform is what you do. So you do that, and then another station, and then a freight platform. So this guy, there's one train that's pulling this, it offloads, and there's one train that's pulling, you know, like quick wire or something. Put in a local loop from each station back to the main line. So it looks like there's multiple ways you could do it. You could do it this way. So this would be one long station for them to unload their thing. In your opinion, having two stations next to each other makes a little sense. Oh, whoops, I fell. How would you, if I put a freight platform here, how would you get access to everything? Because it's here, and then I have, this would be two freight stations right next to each other. How would you get a belt from this thing? This seems like putting these guys right next to each other would make it a mess to actually get stuff out of it. One long station mean one train blocks all the others. Yeah, that's true. But if you have the stations next to each other, how would you situate the freight that you could get access? I guess you'd have to leave a little bit of room between them is what you'd have to do, right? Make it vertical. Autosave. Well, I guess that's not too bad. How would you do two? You would go like one... How would you could only output out of one, it feels like. Basically, because you're bringing in so many resources, you have several trains that merge in the station, drop off in separate freight lines that send to separate storages to ship out on different train lines to modular factory to space out enough for belts. Also, you're doing a vertical build that sends out onto the next floor. Ah, okay. So basically the output for all these guys goes up to another floor. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm trying to visualize what makes sense for my brain. I feel like I like the idea of the side-by-side stations. Yeah, I feel like I'd rather... I think I like this better, but I would like to leave... I would want to leave a gap here. So, instead of it being right next to it, which would be right there, I would go somewhere like that. And that would at least give a little room for... Hello, could you please snap? And give a little room for belts in between. Leave room for Jesus. Do that, you can go up from there. And up from there or something. For a megabase, it would be better to have a single input line for each resource. A single input line for each resource. Man, this is so hard for me to visualize because it's so big what you would have to do for this. Because with a modular base, what you're doing is you're bringing... Wow, that's a lot of trains. Like, I have not done enough with trains to even begin to visualize how to organize all this. Let me do this one step at a time then, just so I can understand how I would have one railway. If there were two trains, say this is each one train, just to keep it simple. That's iron plates. This is like, you know, copper wire or something. Let me do it in small steps. Copper wire. If I wanted this coming to like my main storage base or something, how would I use signals for this thing? So this is like the first guy. Can I merge this onto this, or that's what you said, the logistics would be the hardest hurdle, biggest hurdle, yeah. Almost think it would make more sense for like the main line to be perpendicular that pulls off from this. I wonder if that would work. So like a straight, where do I get this to be straight? So does this work where I do like this? Too sharp a turn. So I'd have to figure out how to line these up. And the way that, this is another hurdle for me, is the way that train rails act so funky to me that sometimes will just not hook up the way I think they should. And I figure out a way to make this rail merge onto this guy. I feel like I'd have to find the spot where it'd be... God, how do you even do this? You do the first line with lots of short sections, then add the curves, is what you do. Okay, so what? You do like something like this, like the shortest section you can do. And see if you can make that merge. I guess you probably have to figure out the... Yeah, so that's not working. Jeez. It's trying, and it's all says too sharp a turn. Tracks are finicky. It's better to do short tracks if you want to merge better. Well, I'm trying to do short tracks. I can't figure it out though. Let me center this better. Is this guy centered? This guy is centered on that guy. Maybe I can space this out better in a way that would work better. So that would be right there. So let's go there. And let's make sure I'm lined up perfectly. Right there. So right there. So that, and then a freight platform. Go further out for your connection, you have to have more space for the curve. Best way is to curve an L-shaped 3x3 foundation. Okay. 3x3 foundation. So I feel like I need to start at the end. So 3x3 would from there be 1, 2, 3. That's 3. And then 1, 2, 3. So there's 3x3. What if I did that and then same thing here? 1, 2, 3. And then this guy's halfway in the middle. So that would be 1, 2, 3. So can these merge? Okay, what about, hold on a second. So, like, I don't know if those merged correctly, but if I figure out where this guy needs to go, can I actually put this guy right where it needs to go, then do like another small section and see if that will connect or not. Alright, that hooked up somewhere. Was that at the 3x3 section? Okay, that looks good. Okay. And how does a frickin' signal work? Toggle switch. That was the 3x3, okay. Signal. What does this do? Block signal. Block has no exit signal. What are the different signals you have for this? Was Q. Transportation. Block signal. Train signals are used to direct movement of trains to avoid collisions and bottlenecks. Block signals can be placed on railways to create blocks between each other. When a train is occupying such a block, other trains will be unable to enter it. Caution signals are directional. Trains are unable to move against this direction, so be sure to set up signals in both directions for bi-directional railways. Path signals are advanced signals that are especially useful for bi-directional railways. In complex intersections, they function similarly to block signals rather than occupying the entire block. Trains can reserve a specific path through it and will only enter the block if their path allows them to fully pass through it. Trains will control the signal based on which station you path them to. Okay. So let me make a bit more of a rail so I can kind of, again, I'm just trying to visualize how more complex trains work. Because I've never put even 2 trains on a track before. So, say we have a train coming from 2 different places. One from over there. One from over there. So we have 2 trains coming in. There is a signal here. It's facing that direction. I don't know if I need to do anything with that. They would be coming in this direction. Would I put a block signal? If it's like Factorio, you'd want a block signal before and after intersection. Is that right? So it's the other direction. I want it to go that direction. So I'd have like a block signal that direction. You have to have at least 2 block signals to create a block. So I'd probably need one over here going this direction. That's a green light. Okay, so that means, I think that means they won't let a train into this block if there's a train already in it. You can have one path to a block and a block signal at each exit. So I could have used a path signal here instead. Block before, make it as long as the train. I don't understand that. So this one looks like that's working. So that's like controlling, giving the trains access to this section of rail. What would happen if I put...
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Waiting for path reservation. Okay, where was that sound coming from? I'm gonna get rid of whatever that is so it's not doing that over and over.
Harvest.
Where are you? Down here? Oh god, I hate this sound.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Oh my god, could you give me a break? Let's see, do I have a thing for... I can't scan that, it's this thing. It's one of these guys. Summer Slope. There it is. Oh, it's a Mercer Sphere. Okay, stop making sounds, please. I did not mean to do that. On an intersection like that, it wouldn't make a difference. Okay. Okay. So this gives me a basic idea, and then I wonder would I do a block signal? Let me add like more stations to kind of figure out how I would do this with like multiple trains. I'm almost out of concrete just from this play build here. Okay, so the next train station would be like this. Let me do control to line it up here. So there, but if I have it be right in the middle here, like that. That would line up, then we put a freight guy. Freight platform. Okay. And then I think this would start lining. Oh, okay. No, I need to do the 3x3 thing. So 1, 2, 3 would be the end. It's right in the middle. So 1, 2, 3. And autosave. Paths help with roundabouts and more complex intersections. So it's like a straightaway of like this. It doesn't look like I need that. So, okay, there we go. Okay, that looks... Okay, okay. Cool. And then we'd probably want to put a... I'd assume I'd want to put a block signal at each one of these guys. Each time there... Does that now make this... This had an exclamation point. Now it has a green light. Okay. Okay. That is starting to make sense. So yeah, this would want to be a block signal, not the path signal. Okay. Interesting. So now I got green lights here. Man, this is cool. I kind of want to... I kind of do want to try to build something with this. Although the main issue with building stuff like this is like just setting up all the actual trains and where they're going to and coming from. But if you started out a build like this and planned around it, you could really organize your logistics. And so the out would be a similar thing. We'd probably want it to go out the opposite direction, I'm guessing, so that we can always make it expandable. So that would be, oh gosh, is that really, wait a second, this one's funky. The other ones looked good. Why are you not picking that up? There. those guys were good. This guy was actually not lined up. This guy's in the middle of this. So that would be this. How are you encroaching another's clearance? I guess it'd have to be like this. Is that lined up? Okay, so that's lined up. That would be a freight platform. There we go. Did that mess that up? Okay, yeah. So those are all lined up. And then we do an out that goes 1, 2, 3 to here, and then that's halfway through. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to do sections at each. So yeah, I think the best way to do it is set up each one of these guys. So it'd be here. 1, 2, 3, and each time I build one of these, I can have them merge here. I think I need to go a little bit further for this to work. So that's here, and it's halfway through. So 1, 2, 3. How do I connect these guys? Maybe a little more concrete here, I feel like. I think I have to do a small section for them to connect to, I think. So if I did that. Too sharp a turn. What? Too sharp a turn. There it is. Is it? That? I don't know. It's really finicky. Maybe I have to look at a different part of it. Man, train tracks are funky sometimes. No, so we'd go like this, do a small section here, just enough there for this to connect somewhere. There. So it works there. Okay. And then I assume I would also be doing block signals. I want it to go this direction. So do I need one here? Yeah, I think I'd want one here. I'd want one after it goes here, like that. And then one like that. Why is that not working? I feel like that should work. I'm not sure why that's... Are these actually merging together? I think they are. I almost feel like these... This switch... Is this switch the wrong direction? No, that's how it is on this side, where the arrow's on... Well, this is weird. These arrows are on the side I think they should be. That arrow is not on the side I think it should be. I don't know how to... If you can... do that. Can you put a block signal right after the station? Looks like you can. So that direction. Ah, okay. Maybe I need to have that for each of these guys, maybe. So block signal there. There. That did not make that guy work, though. You sent some screenshots on Twitter. Oh, okay. All right. Give me a bit to play with this, and then I might check that out. So I feel like I would want that to be there. A green light. This is green. That's interesting. I feel like I'd want one this right here too. Interesting. Yellow, blue. It's changing colors for these things. I am pretty much doing what I should. Okay, that's good to know. I'm not sure why this one looks funky to me. And then I feel like I'd want one like here. There we go. So anytime there's not a block past it, it has that little exclamation points. There's an end to the line. The block signal acts like it's broken until you finish the loop. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like if I were to do an extensive train setup, it would probably be something like this. And this seems really cool, actually. Being able to have, like, each item have its own drop-off point. And this would be to have, you know, multiple trains. In this case, I would probably have 3 trains, one for each item coming from the modular factory like you're talking about. That's really cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this playthrough, but I kind of want to keep this built so I understand how it works, just the actual mechanics of it. Let me go check if our turbo motors are done. Oh, 3 left. Actually, I bet you I have enough if I grab 1, 2. Oh, one more. I can go manually make 1. We're gonna complete particle enrichment, DG cookie time it, and then I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do next. Can I just manually make? I actually probably can't manually make that, can I? Let me see if I can. What is it called? Turbo motor. Oh, I can. I just don't have the radio control units. Let me go grab a stack of those. There. Because I feel like if you don't plan around that from the very beginning of a build, it'd be really hard to like integrate that into what you've already built. Just kind of what I'm looking at here. Well, bam! Particle enrichment. That's a GG cookie time. That is
Milestone reached.
every
Particle
single
accelerator
milestone
enables
finished, I think.
Possible processes such as recycling nuclear waste and converting it into plutonium, as well as the generation of exotic matter. A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
That is awesome. I believe there's nothing else we can do here. That is the first time I've finished all that. You put off moving to phase 3 just so you can put up your train network and power supply first? Yeah. Alright, so that unlocked. What did that unlock? Particle accelerator. Which we are making all these things, although the turbo motors I'm making very slowly. The Fix-It particle accelerator uses electromagnetic fields to propel particles to very high speeds and energies. The specific design allows for a variety of processes such as matter generation and conversion. Power usage is extremely high, unstable, and varies per recipe. Is that the only thing we unlocked with that? Let me see if there's anything else we unlocked with that. I think it might just be the particle accelerator, which apparently allows us to do a lot of stuff with it. Can I build one? I need turbo motors, cooling systems, and electromagnetic rods. You know what? It is break time, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let my game run because I kind of need it to make turbo motors anyway. I might have to manually make some of those, but really quickly, I'm gonna use the restroom. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're all enjoying, even if we're figuring out builds that we might not even do this playthrough. But quick stand-up stretch break. When we come back, we'll look at what a particle accelerator can do. Y'all rock. Be back in a bit, my friends.